Hi, I'm Miles Weston.
And I'm Kerry Phillips.
And this is the Set Piece Podcast,
where we talk about everything to do with football, mental health and well-being. I've got... you listen. You know what, yeah? Like, I always get excited, obviously, with the guests that we have on, right? But this one, when you've got your brother, your confidant, yeah, you're one of the people that are the reason why you're the person that you are right now. You're my spiritual brother as well.
Come on.
My guy, Tristan, what's going on, bro?
Big up my brothers.
How are you?
on, man.
I'm blessed.
Everything's good?
Everything's good, man.
Listen. First things first. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yeah, I'm Tristan. I've been working as a youth practitioner in that sector for over 15 years. But in the last 6 years, early intervention, prevention, working with children and young people in school settings, secure units, youth prisons, and in the community, mentoring in the community as well. Yeah.
Sick.
Top,
Good work, man. Good work. And like I say, as a brother, like co-founder Saving Souls. We do Saving Souls together.
Yeah, we do.
We run food banks, projects for young people, men's forum.
Yeah.
It's just...
Don't stop.
It don't stop. And what is that like? Like, what's community work like for you?
What is it like for me? That's a weird question because you just do. Looking back, I'm looking back like, oh, how did I even get into this space?
Mm-hmm.
What is it like for me? It's the norm for me now.
Yeah.
Giving back to my community.
Yeah.
It's something that I kind of grew up amongst within the community that I grew up in. So it's something I saw naturally, and I guess it's a path that was probably just laid out for me.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that now is because some of the questions and some of the conversation that we're going to have is going to kind of come back to why I've kind of asked that specific question.
Okay, I got you.
But football-wise, listen, anybody that knows, you saying, trying to get the mic right.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows Tristan will know football is Tristan.
Yeah.
Baller. Like, when did this start for you?
Football started for me, I guess. My dad's got a picture of me about 2 Ladywell Fields holding a ball.
Okay.
So that's what, 1987.
Try not to give away your age.
Yeah.
That's what.
I'm about to say, that's too late now.
Yeah.
1987. Got a picture of you playing football and with a ball, I should say.
Yeah.
And then where did you go from? When did you start actually actively playing football?
So I started playing football for my school team
Okay.
at the age of 9. And then simultaneously, my dad had me training at Moonshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the evenings. Yeah.
Shout out the Moonshot crew.
Original.
People should
Shout
know.
out
Yeah.
Moonshot.
Come on.
And in terms of, was it your dad's team you said?
No, my dad just took me down there to train.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he obviously knew the managers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he knew Kelly. That was one of the trainers at the time.
Okay.
The managers of the team, yeah.
Yeah. And what was the Moonshot like for those that don't know? Because obviously us that. But
Yeah.
what was Moonshot like?
That community, that word again, community, you know. I lived on New Cross Road, so in the evenings I could just walk down to what do you call it? They call it the Marquest or New Cross, New Cross, Tanner's Hill, down to Tanner's Hill, and then you'd see everyone training. Then you got access to Deptford Green's changed now. The school you had like the red pitch, which was
It
was made out of a weird material.
Yeah, it was
Aye.
weird. It's
Yeah.
That
such
is
a
legendary.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
that pitch there.
Then you had the smaller green pitch that it was astro but concrete underneath. So if you slipped and hit yourself, it was peak.
Yeah.
But that's where, and one memory that sticks out is that's where I learned how to do a proper throw on. Like,
Right. Okay.
Kelly taught us how to do a throw on, feet on the ground, how to throw, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because that green pitch, that was like it's like the hockey ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't, you know,
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not
It's
them
not
pitches.
full- yeah.
Them
Yeah.
pitches ain't around no more.
What were they made out of?
I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
I don't know what.
You couldn't
they
wear
were.
studs on them.
No,
bro.
No, you can't. Yeah, you
You
can't.
wear nothing. You couldn't wear nothing.
It's actually trainers or Astros.
Yeah,
You have
Astros,
to-
And if
yeah.
your trainers weren't grippy, you're
Yeah,
slipping.
you're slipping,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
mad, yeah.
And from Moonshot, correct me if I'm wrong. You went to Carib.
Yeah, so I didn't even actually end up playing a game for Moonshot.
Okay.
Lee Lang, the chairman of Carib, that I believe he created the football team Carib back in the 70s to create a space for those of Caribbean background to get into Sunday grassroots football.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember there being a disagreement between him and Kelly saying, "Nah, Tristan's coming to play for Carib. He played for us." And then I ended up playing for Carib.
Okay, so go back. You just said that he built a community around football. You just said.
Yeah, he built a community team around football.
Right.
That's top.
And this was, correct me if I'm wrong, this is at a time when no one even thinks about mental health.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Now I didn't even know that's where the name came from, bro. Carib.
Yeah.
That is mad. I've just learned something there.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Like,
Yeah.
no one, like, you look at it, a community around football, yeah, you have to look at it and think to yourself, right, so mental health wasn't even in the picture, but we all knew what football done
Yeah.
That
in
safe
that
space.
community. Do you know what I mean? In that community in particular.
So back in 2014-15, I was on the board of the charity of Carib because it was going through a transition.
Yeah.
And he gave me loads of pictures, like to fix up the website and stuff. And he gave me some old pictures, like showing footballers like back in the 70s, afros, their kit.
Mad.
Yeah.
That could be some, I don't know, some of our uncles or some of
I think so,
community leaders.
definitely.
I'll bring the pictures next time.
100%,
You know, and
100%.
for me, that was like, oh wow, this is the original Carib.
Yeah.
And so you're at Carib now, and how's Carib?
Oh, that was a dope team. Quite a few brothers that we know growing up in the area played for them.
Yeah.
Under nines, we won a. There's an iconic picture of us with a few brothers like Robert Lang, Clinton, Aaron Morris, Darren Placid,
Yeah.
Andre, that we would know as like Colours, Hayden. Loads of brothers.
Because correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry to interject, yeah, but like I'm sure Carib was known in the ends. Like this is a big team.
Yeah,
Like, Carib
So
was known-
Carib, you'd had Carib or 10 and B?
10 and B, yeah. Okay, yeah. And did you ever play against 10 and B?
I don't remember playing against them. No.
Okay. And how long were you at Carib for?
So from 9 to, I guess I stopped playing with them at 16
Okay.
because things
Okay.
transpired and then I played for other teams. Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real with you. That's still a long time to play for
Yep.
a team, you know, to
Yeah.
stay with a team. Because
Yeah.
normally, when you're young, sometimes you chop and change,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
You might follow your friends,
Yeah.
but then again, I suppose that all your friends was at Carib or
Yeah,
not.
a lot of friends were at Carib, but then I think my dad naturally took the transition of becoming a coach for that team.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your dad took the reins of the team, and did you stay out of wanting to play for your dad, or did he kind of say you have to stay here?
No, it wasn't even a conversation. I just think it was I won't even say an unwritten rule. It was just the team that I was thriving at. I had opportunities to play for other teams, but it did. Yeah. So I remember I trained with Elms,
Yeah.
Perryville.
Do you remember
Good,
Elms?
yeah.
Elms.
Yeah.
Rutland
Listen,
Walk. Rutland
That
Walk.
used to be,
Yeah.
you see, Elms, that was I was at Lucian Youth.
Yeah.
So remember, that's next
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my rival, but
Yeah.
Elms are good.
Elms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I got scouted for Millwall, but you know, like I don't know, in them days, scouts would have their own Sunday league team.
Yeah.
And he asked me to come to play at Motton for his Sunday league team, and I was thinking, if you're not bringing me Millwall, I'm not going there. That's how I was thinking. So
Yeah, facts.
because you come and you try to entice me with the Millwall card and say, come
Yeah.
and play for the Sunday team, then bring you there. But I'm like, you can watch me at my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there was opportunities for me to go to other Sunday league teams, but I kind of stayed at Carib.
And at Carib, was you feeling like that sense of community within that team with some of your peers, your friends and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you feel like it was the start of you potentially even understanding now how important the whole footballing community stuff is now?
Yeah, because our home ground was Pinners and Dulwich,
Okay.
which is opposite Peckham Town.
Yeah.
Pinners close.
Yeah, Pinners Close. That was our home ground. And yeah, just driving there, just driving up the hill in Pinners, you can just there's a different energy. You know, we had the groundsman Hector. Then you had Gloria, that was a secretary as well, one of the man name's mum.
Yeah.
So everyone played a part. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have Lee, he would just sit in a seat and they'd be shouting at all four different pitches, and then it was proper community. Then you'd see brothers from Brixton that played for Ferndale.
Yeah.
All different teams around, you know, and you
Yeah.
come and
And I think the good thing about that, well, correct me if I'm wrong, like that's where you started to even like start to know people from different ends because of the football.
yeah.
100%.
Like there's people to this day that we talk, I don't know their name, but they remember me from we 16, 13, 14 playing football. Do you know what I mean? You know, sometimes you grow and you just you forget people's name, but that respect and that mutual love is there because you remember from 20 odd years ago playing football.
And you were playing for your secondary school team? Were you playing for your secondary school team as well?
Yeah,
within that?
Yeah. So I played for Blackheath Bluecoats. Yeah, we had a good team, to be fair. We had Anton Ferdinand, we had Carl Beckford, Scott Ellis.
Yeah.
He's at a vets team now with us. We had a brother called James Moore. We had a very good team. We had Trevor that played for Ferndale, mad left foot. We had a good team.
Did you win anything with your school team or get to any finals?
So I left there in year 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I played a good few matches. I didn't get to see the fruition of winning a cup with them.
Yeah.
But
Did they win a cup then?
I believe so, because that was I don't ever remember losing with Blackheath Bluecoats, to be fair.
Right, okay. Yeah. Okay. And in terms of like Carib, did you win things? Did you win things at Carib?
Yeah, we won. I remember we won earlier on. We won quite a few trophies, to be fair. I got quite a few trophies. Tyrus got quite a few trophies. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
And that feeling of winning with your peoples, what's that like?
So I've never been a soldier, but like it's like going to war with people you love.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's like there's that anxiety but mixed with excitement.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dope feeling.
So when you was playing for Carib, like in terms of like traveling to games, did you used to travel together? Or used to, like, or
there was mad places like Caterham. So Tangridgely back in the day, you have to go far deep into like deep Croydon, Surrey, on a Sunday morning, ice cold, Vaseline on the thighs,
yeah. And did you see like you noticed it now, but did you see like the other parents that used to get involved in terms of making this work? Like
one thing I did, that's one thing that stood out to me. I would look at parents and be like, wow, it's a commitment, because there's some parents that ain't there, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understood early that for my dad, he's probably a father to a lot of the other boys. Facts. You know, because my dad used to have a van. Well, my dad still drives a van, and we had players in our team that would be in Streatham and Brixton. So Sunday morning, kickoffs at 10:30. We're meeting at like 8:30. And then he would tell the team like, yo, wait here, I'm going Brixton quickly to go and grab so-and-so. I'm like, Brixton quickly? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for that young man that he's going to pick up, he probably looked forward to Sunday.
Yeah.
But no one can't get him there. So my dad's going there, grabbing him. Then the whole team's going to play football. So it's a real brotherhood, you know?
Yeah.
Respect to your dad as well, man, because as you said, like, if he didn't do that, that might have not made some of the players even get to play football.
Yeah.
So definitely big respect to your dad for that, man. And
I think people lose sight of that, you know? Like, and I think you've touched on it on many occasions, that we've got teams that are being ran by the fathers or the mothers of the actual players. And within that as well, you've got your child playing, but you've also got to show that fairness.
That fairness to other children.
To other children, do you know what I mean?
With different temperaments, different attitudes,
100%.
different skill sets.
Yeah.
And you've got to learn to find that fairness in between all of them.
Do you know what? Like, even touching on the parent thing, talking about my son.
Yeah.
There's his first team that he went to, Fleet Down. One of the parents every week bought sweets for the boys after the game.
Wow. Yeah.
Every week without fail.
Right. Okay.
So one of the mums done that. That was. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even like now, one of the mums films the goals
and then sends them over.
It's the little things.
But do you know how like impactful that is?
Yeah.
Like for the team, like that. They get to see their goals back, and they're getting sweets after. It might have been oranges when we were. You know what I'm trying to say? It could be whoever made the oranges. It was like that. But as you said, it's a community thing. Everyone done their bit, and that's what made it worked. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oranges, you know. Do you know? Back in the
Half
day,
time,
like,
innit?
half
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
And if someone
oranges.
forgot it, you're upset.
Yeah.
Was it
Orange, man. I
oranges?
need the orange.
Yeah.
What is the science behind that? Why orange?
I don't understand.
I don't know either. But even the magic sponge, remember that one?
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
just
cold
magic
wa-
spray.
Just
That,
water.
that healed everything.
Yeah.
Trust me, that magic sponge healed everything.
The little limp when you get
Yeah.
up, it's just like,
Yeah, you'll be right. Get up. Trust me, bro.
Did you ever feel like did you understand it at that time, or as you get older you understood more, like you're sharing your dad with some of these young boys that you're playing with?
Yeah, because once we pulled up to the ground, I didn't see him as my dad. He's my coach, innit? If he's giving me instruction, he's not giving me an instruction as my dad. He's giving me an instruction as the coach.
Yeah.
And I've got to respect him as the coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever try to?
I was gonna say
Okay.
because
Did you ever try to pull rank? Like, with,
Nah, I didn't.
do you know what I was gonna say? Yeah, was he tougher on you than other players?
I'd think so a little bit.
Because
Just to show people like there's no bias here, innit?
Yeah,
Right, okay.
There's no bias.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
naturally, I think you would be tougher on your son.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not. I wouldn't even say to, because it's your son, innit? You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that you can be a little bit more aggressive because it's your
Yeah.
son, innit? Maybe with other people's children, I'll be a little bit tentative to like
Yeah.
be like, I might shout at you one way because I know you're my child. You're gonna have to hold.
Yeah.
But as someone else's child, you might be a little bit more hold back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And that was the reason why I asked, what's community like for you, right? Because I think sometimes it gets overlooked at the fact that like the littlest of things that people think, though some people might think it's little, but these things make community. If your dad doesn't do what he does, if he doesn't drive to Brixton, that young person doesn't become part of a team that he gets to meet more people. If that person that Miles's coach, Miles's son's parent that brings in the sweets records the goals, you don't have the goals to kind of upload. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like what people don't understand is that community can just be the littlest of
It's
things.
the little things. The little things.
It's the littlest of
and
things.
remember, this is costing time and money, you know.
Yeah.
So everyone that's doing this, they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah, because they're not getting paid for
You get
it.
what I'm saying? There's no money,
For some of them,
like-
they're actually a loss. There's a
Yeah,
deficit.
it is a loss.
It is
It's
a
a
deficit.
loss. Remember, it's your time. So
Yeah.
remember, as I said, your dad, he's got you to look after, and do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So he's sacrificing some of his time, your time, with other kids. Do you know what I mean? So there's a bigger picture to it.
Put it like this, yeah? Like, I go to church on Sundays, yeah? But there are times where I'm like, I just want to lay in. I just don't want to get up. I just want to chill.
Yep.
There are parents out there that
Every
Sunday they're not doing that.
you
Do get what I'm
have to
saying?
go out. Yeah.
Going up, picking up this person, that person, and only when you take a step back and you understand that like these people are actually taking their time out to not just to it's not for them just for them to feel good. It's for them to help other people.
100%. They're sacrificing. They're sacrificing their time and their money, like for other people. So this is why I don't, as I said to you before, I commend any coach, any parent that's involved in Sunday League, because if you don't do it, who does it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
And then where we've got our young boys now, I see Tristan giving the instructions to them, and it's like it's come full circle.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
100.
Yeah.
I see Tristan telling them, talking to them, getting them in a huddle, just saying to them, listen, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. You think to yourself, like, this is all things that you've been learning subconsciously, that God is just like, okay, cool, I'm using
Fast
this
forward, yeah.
to move on now. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you left Carib. Do you mind us asking why?
So, 2000, well, I was 16 at the time, playing for Carib. I got selected to go on to like a scholar program with Fulham. I don't know how Lee got about that, but yeah, Lee told me that I was selected and I had to do these private training sessions at Pinner's in the evening to go to be a scholar at Fulham. But there was an incident that took place where another pupil from the school and I had a disagreement about our younger siblings having issues, and unfortunately, I hit that young man, and later on that night, he passed away in his sleep.
Right.
2 days later, I was arrested, and then I was put on under the local authority. I was on bail for 6 months in Birmingham. Then, after the 6 months, I pleaded guilty to manslaughter because the charge was murder. They dropped it to manslaughter. I pleaded guilty, and then I was incarcerated.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why you moved to a club in Fulham. I mean, in Birmingham.
Yeah. So in between that time, between the sentencing and my actions, while I was on bail, I was going to college in Birmingham, and I was playing football in Birmingham. Yeah.
What was that like?
Very different, isn't it? Because everything we just spoke about at Carib, that energy, that brotherhood, I'm just now by myself. I had a yacht worker. I remember that gentleman to this day. He actually set up trials for me to play for Redditch because he heard of the circumstances in what I was going through in London, Fulham and that. He set up trials for me to play for Redditch and another team, I can't remember, a local team to Birmingham. Then I ended up playing for a Sunday League team while I was there. It was all right. It was all right.
How was, and did you say this was before, this is in between you getting sentenced?
Yeah.
What was playing football doing for you while you were in the midst of like kind of not being unsure of what's going to happen?
Well, while I was living in Birmingham with a family member, I never told no one while I was up there, you know.
Oh, wow.
So I went to college. I studied music in Digbeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Studied music engineering. I never told no one while I was up there. I made friends on my local area. I never told them. I went to a youth club right next to where I live. No one knew. So to answer the question, into early 2000s, there was no conversation about mental health. Mental health wasn't spoken about daily as we talk about it now. But looking back, that was allowing my mental health to just stay afloat. Because as a 16-year-old, I had the weight of my shoulders, the weight of the world on my shoulders, you know?
Yeah.
I was very remorseful for my actions, but I also knew that there's a responsibility that I'm going to prison. I know that much.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that time in Birmingham, so correct me if I'm wrong, so you was playing for the team.
I can't remember the name of the team, to be fair. I can't.
And then you was sentenced.
Yeah.
Was you playing any football in and around that time, after that time, or would you play in jail?
So funny enough, I liked the gym. I was sent to Feltham over in the area of Feltham, and they've got a massive field with 2 pitches on there. It's full of shit though, seagull shit. And they would make you run round. I swear it's about a 2.5K. They'd make you run around the outside. Before you even touch a ball, so you come out, and then when you come out the gates, there's a wall, and there's just bare Reebok football boots, bare of them Reebok football boots, and you got to try and pair up the best 2 good-looking ones. You find your boots, the best-looking ones. They're all molds, and then and you wear these old school shorts, like we will call them batty riders now, but shorts, and a blue t-shirt, and you go and kick ball. So I ended up playing for the football team, Feltham football team, which was actually in a league. So all the teams would come in and we'd play against them.
How did that work? Like, that was it like? Because I must ask, like, was it aggressive, the game?
Nah, it's a good level of football, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there was one team. I think we played against police officers, and they were aggressive.
Okay. So what sort of teams would you play against?
Just normal football teams, to be fair.
That'll come in.
That'll come out close outside, and they'll
the other Sunday League teams, right? Or was it?
But we played them midweek. Yeah, played them midweek.
Oh, okay.
So they would just come into the prison and
play.
You just play football teams. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So was you able to join the team on good behaviour or ability? Was it based around anything like that?
A bit of both.
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay. And was there anything in terms of like anything that you achieved within the?
No, I was just happy that I was still able to keep that consistency of playing football. I was very grateful, you know.
Yeah.
And a sad thing is like seeing how talented some of those young men in there were at ball. Like there was some man that was really talented, but poor decision making, and lifestyle meant that we're all in the same place.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you've come out, gone back into football?
Hold on, but I did... with my good behaviour and playing for the football team, so we got to a cup final.
Right.
We got to a cup final and I got cleared to play in the cup final, which meant I was allowed out for the day.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
And I played in a stadium, Stain Stadium.
Yeah, that's on the road from there, right? Yeah.
Sick.
Played in a... Yeah, I think we lost 2-1. I hit the crossbar. And my family got to come and see me. Yeah, my family
top.
So
That's
they was able to well, a limited number.
Yeah, of course.
They was able to come to the stadium, watch me play in the cup final. I got to give them a hug and a kiss, and then back to the prison. And I got McDonald's at night.
We'll definitely touch on that afterwards in the next half. But even that, bro, like that must have been nice. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because you're still able to do what you loved.
Yeah.
Within that stadium now, stadium setting.
Yeah.
But then, correct me if I'm wrong, you said that you've come out, played football, got McDonald's, and gone back in.
Yeah.
And how far were you into your sentence at that time? Do you remember roughly?
A few months. Yeah, because I think in my last month I got shipped to like 2 different prisons.
Okay.
So I would have done about 5 months.
And how long did you have left?
A month. So
Okay.
So because I was charged as a child at 16, there's a thing called detention training order, which is it's like you're facing responsibility, but they're charging you as a child, hoping that this rehabilitation order teaches you. You learn from this, and rather than hitting you with a big sentence. So I was charged 12 months, do 6 in the community, and then 6 incarcerated, 6 in the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, when you've come out now, have you gone to another football club?
I've gone back to Carib. Yeah.
Or was it Peckham?
No, that was later on.
So you've gone back to Carib.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, did you go back to Carib based on that's where you felt the most, or maybe you didn't know at the time, but do you feel like it could have been that you went back because that's where you felt peace the most at the time, or just
was your dad still the coach?
He was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Makes sense, innit?
Yeah, he was.
And what was that integration back into Carib like?
Yeah, I guess people would welcome me with open arms. Glad to see that I'm back safe, and yeah. That time I don't remember quite much about that little time. I remember it after, because I remember, I had a falling out with my father.
Right.
So then I ended up playing. I think I went Peckham Town for a while.
Yeah.
And then I ended up playing for the older team of Carib.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any reservations of going back to Carib? Because you mentioned that you was in Birmingham, but nobody knew what was going on. Was that kind of like the same in the ends? No,
everybody. It was quite a known case. So everyone was aware of what happened.
So did you have any reservations from going back there because of?
Yeah, I guess I was wary of how people would receive me and how people perceived me as well.
Yeah. But football obviously was the thing that kept you staying straight.
I say, football doesn't change, innit? Football doesn't treat you any different.
Wow, that's powerful. Yeah. That's very powerful.
That's facts.
And so you went to the older team.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Hey, some of them were ballers still.
Serious?
Yeah.
When you say older, how old are we talking? Like, so how old are you?
Those brothers, I think they're about 2-3 years older than us.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And they were ballers.
Balling out, yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got down here that afterwards you went to Beckenham Town.
Yeah. So.
And that's a higher level. That's a higher level.
I can't remember what league they was in at the time.
Right.
I trained with them for a while. I didn't get to play for them.
Right.
Because then I moved to
the Charlton.
Yeah. Then I went to the Charlton community team. After that, played there for a couple of seasons. We done quite well.
How did you get to there?
So my cousin played for them.
Okay.
And I remember a few brothers from the area. Kelvin Williams.
I know Kelvin.
Yeah.
Big up Kelvin, yeah.
And his brother Marvin.
But Millwall, right?
Millwall, yeah. He's a dope striker. He went to my primary school, so they went to my primary school.
Yeah.
I just one Sunday afternoon eating rice and peas, chicken, Guinea's punch. Tyrus just rang me and said, "Yo, there's a trial down at Sparrows Lane, Charlton. Come, I'm gonna come and get you. Get yourself ready. I'm like, bruv, I've just eaten a heavy meal. I can't train. He's like, come. So I've gone there. I've trained, but the gentleman said, look, I can see you got good technique. You're a good footballer, but get yourself fit. And that was it. And then I played for them, became captain. I think we won our league. We got to a couple cup finals. And then the last season, he was like, look, I think, Phil Parkinson was the manager.
Yeah.
And he said, look, because what he was doing, he was creating a community team that was playing in the Kent League.
Yep.
And he was trying to align it to become a semi-pro team.
Okay.
Or because I think that was, a year or two before, that's when they got rid of the reserves at teams.
Yeah.
So he aligned us with Charlton Athletic to say, look, we could become a feeder club to you, or he was doing something around that. So he put forward for me and Tyrus to play a behind the closed doors match at the Valley against the first team. So me and Tyrus were selected, and he's like, look, you lot got a month to get yourself fit before this match. They're aware of you. They know what you can bring to them, and basically, it's kind of patterned for you to get signed as long as you play 50% good, and they're gonna give us a little change that will go into the community team.
Right. Okay. Did you feel like this is a start of starting
that
again?
That was a surreal phone call because it was like very direct. It's like he's not even asking me; he's telling me this is what you're doing, Tris. This is what's happening. This is what's going on, and it's like okay,
just be ready.
Just be ready.
And have you always wanted to be a footballer?
Yeah, that was always a dream. So before off tape, we would talk about what teams we supported. So growing up, I liked Manchester United. Yeah. Because of Andre Kanchelskis. I used to think, how does this brother just duck past people like this?
He was so cold.
On the right wing, he just used to, but I didn't support Man United. I liked Man United because of Kanchelskis, you know? So, and I think I'm about 7 or 8 at that time. And in the playground, Brockley Primary Playground, there was a few of us that played ball and we'd count all of our goals.
Right.
So someone would be like, no, I got 200 goals. No, you only scored 3 today.
That's 200,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole year,
So, I've always wanted to be a footballer.
So that call is kind of like raw, like this.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, wow, I think I'm 23 at the time. Like, wow, this is.
Yeah.
But I think the boat sailed by then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also as well, correct me if I could be like making this up, but like you hear about the Ian Wright stories and stuff like that, and you're like, and especially with the team that you support as well, you're thinking, wow, like hold on a second, this actually, this could actually happen.
It gives people hope. Still. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Going back to obviously previously, you might not have thought you'd get this opportunity.
100%.
And then that happened, and what happened kind of with...
So, in the area we lived, there was issues going on in the streets. One day I went to see my cousin, and unfortunately, I guess someone that was near us, we had the same kind of top on, and someone was targeting him,
right,
and I got mistakenly shot 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Ironically, I got shot in my foot. And one of the bullets broke my right arm, which meant I had nerve damage. Well, I still have nerve damage in my arm. I had a 10-hour surgery on my arm. And I remember laying on the floor, and the undercover police officer, he tackled me to the ground. Yeah.
Right.
So I've ran after being shot, seeking help. And I don't know, there was a undercover police officer there. And he's like, yeah, come here. And I'm like, look, I've been shot. And he was like, yeah, you don't get shot for no reason. Tackled me to the ground. And I remember looking at the blue skies, thinking, and I said aloud, shit, my football career's done. And at that moment, he's like, where did you get shot? I'm like, my foot. He took my trainer off and the shell fell on the floor. And I was like, wow, what a life.
And this was in the time that you're supposed to get fit for...
This is,
that's...
Fit for that match.
For that match there. And where was you at that moment? Like, while you're just, as you said, you're just laying there, you're looking up at the sky, you're just thinking, it's done with.
Yeah, I'm like, football's done. Was done because the bullet was looking for an exit. So as I was running, because the guy that shot me fired 10 times, the bullet was just bouncing around my foot, so it was just hitting all the metatarsals in my foot, looking for an exit, and it broke one of my metatarsals. So
then football's done for you in your head, right? you've recovered. How long did it take for your recovery in terms of like just?
So my arm was paralyzed. I had to learn how to use my arm again. It took about 6 months walking. I could pretty much walk all right after, but I was a bit ignorant. I didn't keep up my physio, so one of my toes set a bit wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
And so your head done with football, but then you decide, you know what? It's still something that keeps me going, keeps me active. So you've gone now to Rochester.
No, so I've ended up going back to Charlton Community.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I've gone back to Charlton Community, and then the manager there, Darren Phillips, a great man. He moved on because he was on his coaching journey. He moved on to Rochester, and he brought me down there as well. But he was also in charge of like the Kent district. He was like the Kent district team. So we played against like Essex and other teams. He brought me there as well. So yeah. And we played at Rochester's ground.
So going back to Charlton Community, was the same person in charge that was getting you set up for the game against the first team?
That was Darren.
He was still Darren. So he welcomed you back and everything like that. Going back to Charlton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he obviously heard.
Yeah.
How was that convo?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just know that my heart was so heavy for him, you know, because when we talk about community, like we had, respectively, we had not free reign, but we was allowed to walk around Sparrows Lane. They gave us the reins of Sparrows Lane as a community team. Like we had access to the 3G at the top. We could use the changing rooms. We was allowed to use the car parks. No one G checked us. Yeah. So that was all on his merit. That was all the hard work he done. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And for the fact that he was setting up now this opportunity to play for Charlton, they've just gone down into League One. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What? And then I put myself in that predicament. My heart was heavy for him, man.
Yeah.
But he welcomed me back with open arms, you know. The team welcomed me back with open arms still. Yeah.
And then, so you said that he's taking you to Rochester.
He took a handful of us from Charlton because I think Charlton ended up folding.
But the community side.
Yeah, the community team. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think someone else was running it, and then he took a few of us over to Rochester. But my fitness never got. My fitness never got good under Rochester.
Okay. So was you playing for just like?
I was playing hoping to get to a level, but
Right. Okay. And what do you think that was down to? Why you didn't get to? I
think probably mentally, physically I kind of recovered, but mentally no.
Mentally you weren't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it? How old was you at that time, as well?
24, going on 25.
Okay. Was that a factor as well?
What do you mean, my
like
age?
Mentally thinking, oh man, I like that.
Yeah, because I think I was probably just very, very putting a lot of pressure on myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And would you seeing people around you like making it, or seeing people around you that was bouncing from clubs to clubs?
Yeah. Not making it, but people that are at that level, they're just still thriving and playing football and enjoying it, and
And what was it? Because you always go back to football. So what was it about football? Why you just kept going back into it?
I don't know. I think football's like football for me is like that toxic relationship with that toxic girl. You know, like sometimes you think you're done, but you want to go back.
Listen.
It's like you're at home. And I think this is why it's good to talk to someone, because if you don't talk to someone, you're gonna make decisions based on your own merit, which, how do I say, like, you're answering your own questions. Yeah. How do you know that's justified?
Yeah.
So I'm in my head, I'm saying, nah, man, I'm done, man. When someone could say, you're not done. All you need to do is go away for 3 months, put your work in, eat right. I mean, but in my head, I'm just like, I'm done, man. Yeah. And then, you know, when you're walking away from something you love, it gets to a point where you're like, no, I want to go back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then it might be at that time, it's just a bit too late. Yeah. And sometimes, you know what, just not even just football, that is really it, you know. You know that sometimes that, well, look, let me not speak for everybody. Yeah? There's certain times where it gets to winter and I'm like, okay, cool, winter training season, yeah. And then it gets to summer and I said to myself, I'd have been in summer now, like ready for summer. If I just literally just followed the routine that I was gonna do in winter.
Trust me.
I kept on for a month, right? And then I was like, oh, this routine is just long. But it's like, I'm like, nah. Do you know what? This is long. But it's about being able to sustain that time, you know what I mean? And have that mentality. And if you've got people around you, as you said, that are telling you that, it's a totally different story to what you're doing.
Because you know it is. I just think it's hard in anything you do. You gain motivation and you lose motivation. And if the time when you need someone, that's what can get you through. If you don't have that person to just give you that little nudge. Just give you that little nudge, say, no, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we're not settling for this. You know what I mean? We're not settling. Go on. We've got to be training. We've got to be doing that. That's the difference.
And maybe we need to rewire the way we thought in terms of like, don't rely on motivation, because not all the times in like think about people that work in a day job. Who's motivated to go to work? You're not motivated to go to work. You know it brings a means to an end, innit? So even with football, it's like it's short term. It's a short term pain for a long term gain, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Sacrifice. Now they say if you sacrifice when you're young, you reap the rewards when you're older.
And this is where like it's more about discipline than motivation. Because even with footballers, like you look at it, and I think like for us, we might sit down and just think that, oh yeah, I could have made it as a footballer, but there's obviously, not speaking about you've obviously made it as a footballer, but like there's probably times where like for some of us that wanted to be footballers, we weren't going in the back gardens and doing kick-ups by ourselves, like without being motivated. Like how everybody in general, some people that are watching this, I know that there's going to be some times where it's like, you know, I can't be bothered to go to the gym. But it's those people that say, I don't care how I feel, that doesn't determine whether I go to the gym or not.
Lately, I've been thinking about procrastination. That's what that is. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Before you know it, a year's gone. And the stuff that you could have done is your year behind again. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And this is why I'm big on if you can not doing things by yourself, because you see sometimes we tunnel vision. We don't look left and we don't look right. We just look straight ahead. Sometimes you need someone to like move that hand so you can see to your left. And see to your right, and you be like, okay, cool. Now I've got. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Because like even like just because you've got access to everything doesn't necessarily mean that you can see everything.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that, like, and it's gonna sound like a silly analogy, but you know, there's certain times where you're driving, right, or certain times you're in a parking space, and your brethren's in the passenger seat, and you're saying to your brethren, "Yo, can I go?" You've got everything around you, you know. You've got a rear view mirror, you've got the wing mirrors and everything like that. You've got a window in front of you. You could even edge out if you really wanted to, yeah. But sometimes it just needs a different perspective to say, do you know what? Although I can see, I'm still limited.
Definitely.
I need that clearer view. Do you know what I mean? And it's very important that we have that. And I'm going to touch on to now. I know there's teams in between that, but now actually let's talk about Erith. What was Erith there?
Again, Tyrus. So Tyrus had a quite of a journey in semi-pro.
Shout out Tyrus.
Yeah,
man.
Tyrus.
And he's like, he was heavy on the Carib, but I never ever thought he would make it to the level he did. You know, starting off as a right back, a scrawny little right back, and I remember our striker didn't turn up one time, and my dad put him up top, and he just started licking goals, and was like, "Yep, you're the striker." You know, he used to play right back, I would play right wing. Right. So we was the right side. Then I went to centre mid and he went to striker. And again, he shouted me, he's like, "Look, I'm at Erith, they need some players, come." And I've gone there. I ended up playing for the reserves. I started playing for the reserves. And again, I don't know what was in my head. I kind of fell out of love with football. But the first team wanted me.
Right.
Yeah, so I was playing for the reserves. I had quite a few good games. I remember one specific game we played at Herne Bay. And I started doing my little Okocha stuff. And the reserve manager was like bigging me up to Ty. And then they had a match one day. And my family member had an event down on the coast. So I chose to go and support his event. than go football. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just in the right headspace. I just started to fall out of love with football, even though it was progressing properly this time. Do you know what I mean?
So every time that something started to happen, it's like
obstacle.
Yeah.
What do you think that's down to? Why, like, because it's like you're continuously given another chance.
I know.
And it's like the last time now, it's mentally you're not there. What do you think it was down to?
I can't even put my finger on it, you know. But okay. There was a time when I would say, like, how do I say it? I think there was times when I would believe that I didn't deserve the fruitfulness that God was probably giving me, based upon the scenario that happened to me where that young person lost their life. Because I lived with a lot of guilt. Because I'll be thinking, why is this good stuff happening to me? This young person can't ever ever experience this. He's, you know, his mum and his brothers, you know, like he can't. And when good things would happen to me, I'd feel so bad. Yeah.
Wow.
So there was a little bit of self-sabotage in there.
Yeah.
There's a phrase for it. Like survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that. And then you've ended up now playing for a team that obviously is close to your heart.
Yeah. So I've been out of football for many a years. On the tail end of lockdown, when people were allowed to play football again, my friend's brother, Patterson's little brother, Cornet, he asked me to come and kick ball with him. For some team, I said, all right, cool, I'll kick ball. And for me, that was just solely just to keep moving and be fit.
Yeah.
And it was a team up in like Bexley on a Sunday, go and kick ball. Just proper like grassroots level football. No one's a superstar, you know. And then Mo played for them as well for a couple of times. And then one day he's like, T, would you come and play for Karuya, the vets team? And I didn't think about it. I said, yeah, I'll come. And I think, this is a few years ago when I guess their age group became 35. Yeah. So they was eligible to go into vets. So I said, yeah, I'll come. We was in like the 3rd tier. And started playing for Karuya.
And for those that maybe don't know what FC Karuya stands for,
So FC Karuya is a team made in the honour of our friend called Derek Karuya that passed away back in 2008, I believe. He was doing a scholarship in America. So that's around the time when MLS started to get big. Well, it's always been big because I remember Pele played in MLS back in the day, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it started, I don't know, regeneration, and it was opening stores to young boys from England to go over there. He was doing a scholarship program, and unfortunately he passed away in his sleep. It rocked a lot of us because Derek played for Carib as well back in the day. A very silky player, very silky player, calm, composed. I'd say he was like an Adele about. Yeah. He could not make you for fun. Yeah, cheeky player. Calm. Do you know a story? I needed new boots one time, and Tyrus had boots in his car, and they were Derek's boots. They were white Predators.
Right.
Quite tattered, But you know when boots feel like a sock?
Comfy.
And that's when I was at Charlton Community.
Yeah.
And I was honoured to have these were Derek's boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wearing these boots while I played for Charlton,
And this is where we talk about the question I asked originally. What's community like for you?
Yeah.
Because community is so much more than just what people think. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're helping so much other people while you're in this community. Like, and I just genuinely feel like the more that we do together, like the more that we can actually accomplish. And you're a big part of that, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
And so, bro, listen, we're in the first half. We're at the end now, injury time, stoppage time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go back into the mental health side of things in the second half. So we'll catch up shortly, bro.
No problem.
If you've listened to the first half and was triggered by anything, contact the numbers on the screen because we want to help you and we want you to get the help that you need.
Yes, people, we're back for the second half of the Set Piece podcast. And we got some insight in terms of Tristan, in terms of the footballing side of things. So as you all know, if you've been following and watching, the second half is about the mental health and well-being side of things. So a question, Tristan, that we always ask our guests to start it off is, what does mental health and well-being mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It's quite important to me, to be fair. If we go back to when I was 16 and I was on that court case, I had a psychotherapist come and do a report on me for the case to see my capacity. And that's when I understood some things about my mental health. So when I lived in Birmingham, I used to do this thing where I'd look out the window a lot, and I didn't know why I'd do that. And then when I read the report, it said that I had like high levels of anxiety and other stuff. So then that's when I started to understand my mental well-being, you know. And then after the accident where I got shot, and obviously my mental health was in a bad place, and a broken arm, leg and whatever. And I remember I went to my doctors and said, I want to speak to a therapist. They did give me one, but the lady was very dismissive. She was an elderly Caucasian lady. When I was telling her about how I'm feeling, it didn't connect. So that kind of made me think, you know what, bun therapy, you know. Then later on in the field of work that I've been doing, when I was going into schools and just giving a testimony, I found it a bit draining to keep reliving certain bits, but I knew it was important to give the young people an insight of poor decision making, actions, consequences, and stuff like that. You know, all those tools that we pass on to the young people so they can make an informed decision. But for you as a practitioner, it can be damaging because you're bringing up repressed trauma. You're reliving that trauma if you're not doing it in a healthy way. So I understood that looking after my mental health was very paramount. So I started seeing a clinical. I used to have a clinical supervision, which was very healthy for me, very stabilizing for me. So mental health is very important to me.
And can I just ask from that, like, with regards to your mental health and your well-being, at that time when they said to you that you're anxious, did you understand what they were saying?
No, I didn't. I didn't understand straight away. I had to go and research it a little bit.
Okay. So when you said that you had to go away and research it, did you actually research it at that time or only later on? Later on. So if you can remember, when she was saying that, it wasn't
even something she told me. It was something I've read in the report that she passed on. Yeah, in the case.
So did you kind of just move it to the wayside? Just think, okay.
It's something that played in my mind. Like, oh, this is a characteristic that I have.
Yeah. Okay.
Where did it come from? How do I deal with it? You know what I mean? I was just asking all the whys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously at that time, we're talking about that period where, let's go back to when you was talking about you was in prison. No, lies. Let's go through the fact that you're about to be sentenced. You don't know where you're at. You're in limbo. You haven't told anybody in Birmingham. It's just you. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. Would you say you have communication with your family at times?
Yeah. So part of my order, I was allowed to come down on weekends, but wasn't allowed to socialize with anyone. So I'd go back home to my dad, my little brother, see the family and stuff like that. So yeah, there was still a level of normality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So knowing how I know you, and knowing how much of a protector you are just in general, how was dealing with that mentally? Because I could be wrong here, but I don't feel like you'd be the person that would be at that time telling them that maybe, you know what, I'm struggling a bit with something. I am going through that. Like,
in terms of telling who?
Telling any of your family members.
No, I think I just
How would you?
Those days it's that language of suck it up, deal with it, you're a man sort of thing.
To get on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you just want to just stop doing that?
Stop doing what?
Just being a man, so to speak, quote unquote, and just
I think you just roll with the punches, as they say. You don't know no other way, innit?
Yeah.
And I think it was probably an unhealthy level of resilience. Because, you know, coming where we come from, a lot of the stuff that we just observe, or some of the stuff that we hear, it's not normal at the ages that some of the stuff we're exposed to growing up where we come from.
It's not normal, but it's normalized.
It's normalized,
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, as you said, for us, we might be like, oh, that's just a normal, but it's not normal.
Yeah, because if we had a little cousin that come from the country,
they'd be like, they'd be like, what's going on here? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But we normalize, and it's not our fault, but we're normalized to things that we should never be normalized.
So in terms of what we're talking about, like, our parents send us off to school in the morning. We go to school, right?
Yeah.
We do education to the best of our ability, right?
Yeah.
And then after school, our parents allow us a little bit of respite.
Yeah.
Chill with your friends, do whatever, but make sure you go to your grandma's, come house, go to your aunties or whatever,
Yeah.
In between that time, we've witnessed stuff outside McDonald's, Lewisham, that some things we shouldn't have seen.
100%. 100%.
Or, you know what I mean? Or we've been involved in, or we've had that anxiety of something's going to happen that we shouldn't be experiencing at that age.
100%.
That's real.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
So it heightens levels of resilience that we shouldn't have. Yeah. It heightens levels of poor mental health that we shouldn't have. We shouldn't be thinking about that when we should be thinking about going home, going to school, enjoying school, enjoying our friendship and enjoying our childhood.
And by us experience them things, as I said, like, I think we get not numb to it. Yeah, we get numb to it, bro.
Desensitized.
Desensitized to it. So now we're seeing it. Oh, just another one.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, like, we're desensitized to it. So by the time we're adults or whatever,
we're wired very different.
Because we've seen so much and gone through so much. You're like,
and people talk about lived experience. Lived experience can be witnessing it as well. You don't necessarily have to go through something. So lived experience can be first hand or second hand. Like if I get knocked over and you guys see it, you're traumatized as much as me, but your perspective is different. Different level of traumatized.
It's big.
So
that's so big.
So
that's very powerful. Still, I never thought of it like that, but that's very, very true.
But you know what? This actually happened recently. Somebody had an allergic reaction to peanuts, but they didn't eat peanuts.
Airborne.
The person that was speaking to them had the peanuts. But because they were speaking to them, it's in there.
Airborne,
Yeah. All of a sudden, their throat just started itching. And you're like, similar to what you just said there, you didn't have to do it yourself in order for it to affect you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's so sick, because I think sometimes we think as lived experiences as I've gone through it.
You have to go through it.
You might just be walking home, witness your brethren getting moved to, and then you could be just scared to go out in general now.
Facts.
There are some young boys that are like, there's some young boys that are like that. Yeah. It could be young girls. They could be going out and seeing their friend getting harassed by a guy trying to get their number, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, you know what, I don't want to experience that.
Yeah.
But we become, as you said, numb and desensitized.
Yeah.
And so in terms of football, that was kind of like your release in terms of like with your well-being and stuff like that. So when you were in jail, would you say playing in the team, right, kind of helped that mental health from maybe getting worse?
While incarcerated?
Yeah, while incarcerated.
At 16, did playing football. Possibly, yeah, because I wasn't big on the gym.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on the gym. I think the transition of playing football, it gave that some form of normality, because football is something you do. It's a habit every Sunday. You know what I mean? Saturday training, Sunday football. So even though I'm incarcerated, it's something that's continued. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And were you able to share and offload to some of the people that you were in with? Your emotions, feelings, how you felt? Or was you still
I don't believe so. I don't believe there was anyone that I had those type of conversations with. But there was I did have like these mentors that came in and we could just discuss and talk to. So I did take part in that.
What for you would you say was a standout thing in terms of, as you were talking about Erith, right? You've gone to Erith and you're like having another chance. I know you mentioned that there's survivor's guilt there. What was more the standout why the survivor's guilt continued years upon years upon years? Was there ever anything that kind of significantly happened why you feel like survivor's guilt has always kind of been there? Does that make any sense?
Anything that significantly happened, why it remained there?
Yeah. So, for example, like
aside from the incident.
Yeah.
No, I just think. Okay, do you know what? We're talking about mental health. We're talking about lived experience, second hand, third hand. I think my parents and my family, like, this is profound for me, yeah? So we're talking about football, yeah? So, you know, there's a theory like the red car theory. If you don't think of the red car, you don't see the red car, innit?
Yeah.
Or, you know, like, when you get a new car and you're like, I never used to see this car.
You
on
see
the
it all
road.
the time.
Yeah, cool. So when the day I came out of prison, my dad picked me up. Football. I was released on the day Brazil was playing England, and Ronaldinho had scored that mud goal against Seaman. So I'm in reception watching the game up there. I'm getting booked out of prison. I was in Holesley Bay. Yeah. It was like a decap for YOYs at that time. Cool. On the way home, so that's on Holesley Bay's like Suffolk. Then we've gone to a service station. The Wolves team are there at the service station. So I'm seeing a young Lescott. I'm seeing Daniel Sturridge on the tail end of his career. I'm like, I know these footballers. Yeah, cool. But on that journey, I remember my dad didn't really speak to me about like and I don't know if this is his trauma. He's just probably happy to have his son back. Yeah, and he's probably thinking, or he's probably overthinking. But I remember, I don't think we ever had a conversation like, how was it in there? How are you? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, back to it, crack on sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Kind of back to it.
I'm sure he probably did, but not at a level where I was able to express what was going on in the cranium proper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because the only reason I asked that is because, you know, like, it touched me when you said that, like, you still probably felt like all these blessings are happening. Why have I got a second chance? And for some people, it would be like, well, you know what? I've served my time. As much as I'm sorry, like, I know that I need to maybe do something different. I need to do better. But like, for you to still feel that the remorse must have been really difficult to deal with, like, mentally.
Yeah, it was. It was still, yeah.
And what kind of things would you say helped remedy that? Or furthermore, I should ask the question.
I don't think nothing did. No.
Yeah, is it still here now?
No. So over the last 2 years, so 20 odd years later, it's like, now I've been able to move on from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the time, like, even the young person's family was John Fashanu, was his cousin. Yeah. And he was like saying stuff about me in the newspaper that was false, you know?
Yeah.
They were saying So Solid played a part of the music of the day. Really and truly, what would have helped if we had restorative justice? If I got to sit down with the family, and because they had a narrative, which was false. The papers had a narrative.
Yeah.
The school had a narrative, you know. So yeah. So I think that's why it's important. It's cheesy, but to talk, We're not cheesy, but you know that saying, like, even when it was it's good to talk. It is. It's important to have some form of safe space that people can talk about certain situations. Yeah.
And it's funny that you say safe space, because what is it that you've got involved in now? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
So for the last 2 years, we run a safe space for men. That was off the back of having a few friends that were going through the same issue, and they didn't know each other was going through the issue. So myself and Kerry, we knocked our heads together and said, we need to create this space just for men to come and be able to just be experienced. Not necessarily, you don't have to come and talk. No one's putting pressure on you to talk. Just come and see what you can absorb or what you could be a part of. And we have a plethora of men from different backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, orientations, different work experiences, you know, different fields. It's amazing, and we just come and we just pour into each other.
Yeah. Something that, when you were talking, that came to me, I don't know why, about how many people suffer in silence.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that just came into my head. Obviously, maybe it's because I think it was because you said that there's so many men that was going through the same thing but didn't know they was going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know how,
Yeah.
And I think like
do you know what I mean?
the culture of suck it up, you're a man.
Yeah, like,
It puts a burden on men to say,
100%.
boy, if I talk, I might be seen as weak.
I think, as well as men, sometimes I think like when we're vulnerable, I think not all men, but some men think people will use my vulnerability against me.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Especially if it's been done to you in the past.
100, and that's why men don't want to be vulnerable, because you're like
you're either dismissed or it's used against you.
Yeah, used against me. Oh, look at him. Like do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's why I feel like a lot of men don't step out of their comfort zone, or they hold in how they really feel, because they don't want anyone to use it against them. Like, do you know what I mean?
Definitely, 100%, 100%.
So yeah,
and if we go back to obviously your time at your football clubs, would you say now you'd be able to notice a lot of the guys that you played with that were going through things
100%.
that back then you wouldn't even
not even just people playing football. Just I always look back and I analyze like some of the people from school, in the community, people I was associated with, people in my family, like on the cover you meet people. Yo, my boy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, man. Where? That's the consensus. How you doing? Cool, man. Yeah, I'm good. But. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's going through something. Everyone might have an Achilles heel, innit? Yeah. Some more severe than others. Some people might just have something little, just a little bump. But we don't, or I guess we wasn't encouraged to really create that honest brotherhood.
Yeah, that's real.
I think we only find out when it's really bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When things can't be hidden and you're in dire straits, I think that's when you realize that someone's really going through something.
Yeah.
But I feel like as men, we know how to hide a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We know, not just men, I'd say women as well, but I'd say men specifically, because a lot is on men's shoulders in this society and in this world we live in. I'd say a lot, and we're not really heard as our voice don't matter really.
And I guess when we was young, we probably mirrored some of our grandparents. We saw them as like, granddad's a strong man, like, and it's dangerous when you're saying strong. What does strong look like? Because calling a woman like you're a strong woman. What did she have to go through to be strong? Does she even want to be strong right now? Does she want to be strong right now?
Facts.
Yeah. So even when we're looking at some of our grandparents that came from the West Indies, or even if they came from the Africas and they came here, they had to be strong because of the time they came here, and what they had to endure. So we're looking at it as a strength, like they're resilient, but there was times they was probably tired of being resilient.
Yeah, they didn't want to. It's true.
Do you know what it's like? Yeah, it's like, what's one of the things they say that when in terms of when you're going to the gym and you're getting in shape, right? Rest and recovery is so important, in order for you to get stronger, So if we consistently saying that a woman is strong and every day she's just being strong and she doesn't actually get the chance to rest and recover, is she actually getting stronger?
Yeah, facts.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Getting worn out.
Or is she just getting worn out?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I think this is where, with regards to the football side of things, why I really love football, and I really love football because I feel like it provides a space for some people just to turn up and just get rid of their issues just for a while. Now, what I'm not going to say is that don't just hide in that. Yeah. Like, you've got to understand that, okay, I am maybe struggling with something, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this release to make me feel a bit better in order to identify what the actual issue is. Do you know what I mean? And I think, as you've just said, you can see it in certain people. I look at certain people now and I think to myself, raw, like, do you know what? You must have really been going through it. Prime example, you see, like, back in the day when you're in secondary school, right? And this is when we're young, we're silly, we're childish, we're immature, innit, right? You might see somebody with a pair of trousers, a pair of jogging bottoms, but instead of 3 stripes, it's 2.
On them.
Or it's 4 stripes.
On them.
Straight away. You're like, what? You ain't got Adidas. What? You got your 2 stripes and everything like that, right? You don't understand that that's maybe what the parents could afford. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the trainers that the young person is wearing, that is beat up, the holes, that's all that they actually have.
Not even. But that's just the perspective we've seen.
Yeah.
That might be their midweek trainer. That their parents says, kick that out because you've got your good trainer for the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing.
But we just see what we see and we run with it.
Yeah.
We might not see that person comes from a structured household.
Yeah. And you know,
like my dad used to tell me, yo, bring your Astro test.
Yeah.
I think that's long. Man's got to change into Astro test to kick ball. But I understood it. Cool. So I don't kick out my good boots.
But you know what's so funny that you say that? I'm laughing, but it's not funny because it's sad. That's why I'm laughing. It's actually quite sad because it's that perspective that we have of the parents saying to them, make sure you kick out the bad trainers and that's your weekday trainers. On the weekend, we use these trainers. But everything that we're doing on the weekday is severely impacting how they feel on the weekend, bro. And they could have structure.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that we're saying, oh, look at you with this and look at you with that, you must be this, you must be that, blah, 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 blah. You're putting things into their head that subconsciously is mashing up their mental health. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's a form of bullying, isn't it?
It is that. Do you feel like when you was playing football, do you think the banter, was there a fine line between banter and bullying within football?
Not until I went to the semi-pro level. That
serious
boy.
Say ruthless.
Like, yeah. Now at Caribbean, I've seen a couple of men lose their trolleys too. I've seen a couple of men, because I don't know what it is with football and banter. It's different. I don't know if it's because of there's a lot of ego or not ego. There's pride. But you played football prideful because everyone wants to have a good game. Yeah. No one wants to look silly. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to contribute to their position or to the team. So
yeah, I think football banners. I heard rugby banners worse. I heard it's worse. But football banner, that environment.
Listen, I got nuts in the match. Yeah, I think Erith Town. We played against. I think it was Chelsea Academy. Ballers. Obviously, they're younger, fitter.
Yeah.
Touch everything. I got nuts. Oh my days. This was in the first half. Why do you still remember it?
Yeah. Yes,
getting rubbed out in the changing rooms. Rubbed out. Manager keying with the rubbed out. And I wasn't ready for that.
But think about it now, yeah. Like, even on Sunday League, there's YouTube channels.
Yeah.
If you get done now, you're on the internet, bro.
And not just YouTube,
bro.
Instagram, Twitter.
Bro, do you know how much things I've seen? I don't know these teams, and I don't know. I only know, obviously, was it SC Dons? I know, obviously, they started, but I've seen clips from a man getting twists up, and it's getting replayed, and they're getting twists up, and they're getting replayed. I'm saying, this is there forever.
When I look at the lights, I'm like, 20,000 persons like this. These men probably get about 15 man come to their game.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So now, and you know what's coming after. If you're on video and a man can go to their phone and rewatch what they've done or rewatch what's happened to you, bro, that is like back in the day, as you said, it's the changing room. Yeah. Now, people you don't know is saying things.
Brother,
it's mental.
The fact that people can rewind in real time, video it and just upload it within 10 seconds,
bro, it's mental.
Is mental.
Before you've come off the game,
you're
robbed. By the time you go look at your phone,
that's it before you go off the game. Do you know how bad that is?
Yeah.
You come back to your phone, there's 20 messages.
Atting you.
Yeah.
Atting you.
I don't know this app.
Yeah.
Bro, it's peak still.
And I think that's where I feel like with the football side of things that it's got I love the community side of football, but also as well, if you're in the wrong environment of football, it can really affect you. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you ever feel like you was ever in a wrong environment of football, like in terms of the people that you were around?
No, I've never felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
In football. No, I haven't.
You never. What about you? Have you ever had a team? Obviously not.
Okay, one experience. I played for the Interleague, so Sunday League. It's like they got a manager from one of the teams, and he picked like the best from people in the league. And I played in a stadium in Guildford for the team, and that was the only time I felt uncomfortable because I didn't know no one at that team. We didn't train. We just went and played a big match. I only got a couple touches of the ball. And I felt like I didn't contribute in that match. That was the only time I proper felt uncomfortable.
When you say uncomfortable, what scenarios you thinking? Any or is there
I'm talking about at a specific club where like even for somebody like you, because I know you in terms of like mentally, like where you're like, nah, this is a lot, like changing room, like the kind of experience of the banter, if you will.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what's tough? I'll say when you go to a new team, you know, how you get received.
Yeah, received. Yeah.
I think that's like I don't think I've gone to a new team and it's been crazy, but you're always nervous because it's not like you remember you're the new guy, so everyone knows each other. You don't really you're not really known, and if you go to a new team and they don't receive you well, where does that leave you?
Leaves you in your head, innit? Do
you know what I'm saying? Thinking, should I even have come to this team? Like, or do they even like me? Or do you know what I'm saying? So, I would say going to a new team's always that's always tough, man. I don't care what team you're at or what team you're going to. It's always tough going to a new change room, and like basically fitting in or settling well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Have you ever had to say to somebody like, you know what, like. Banter's banter, but this I'm not on.
Yeah. I haven't had fights in teams.
Yeah.
But I've had big disagreements.
Okay.
But you see me, I'm kind of not like how can I say this? It takes a lot to get me mad.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I can let a lot slide.
Yeah.
Until you you cross the line, then and if I have to tell you now, bro, like that's mad, then I feel like
you've crossed the line.
If I actually have to say nah, I think obviously at the stage now, no one will ever cross the line. When I was younger, maybe I might have even crossed the line.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? I might have, because I haven't got the knowledge that I have now. I might have said something that's maybe, you know what? Nah, that's a bit too. And maybe. Especially when I was younger, I might not have had the wisdom to go and apologise to the person that crossed the line. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's when we see each other now,
it's frosty.
Frosty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even say it's just happened to me. Maybe I've done the. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not being fully aware. Yeah.
And I do think sometimes in the football environment, people don't know when to stop, because I don't want to do anything to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah.
So if we're bantering and your feelings are getting hurt, you need to know when to stop.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the football environment, people don't know when to stop. They're trying to break this person. Right. So it might be, listen, you got nuts, you know, and the man's going on and he's going on and he's going on from the training ground all the way into the change room, all the way to the lunchroom, all the way to when you're getting changed to go home. Imagine if someone just going and going and going. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying every club is like that, but I've seen it when a man just keeps on. Not necessarily me, but to another person.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel like you need to know when it.
Be able to read the room, innit?
Yeah, because as I said, for me, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I will banter. I don't mind bantering.
Yeah. But
I'm not into banter and to hurt anyone's feelings. As soon as I know I'm hurting your feelings or it's getting to that stage, I'm gonna stop.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever lost your rag on the pitch?
Oh, multiple times.
But when I say lost your rag, like I mean like you said you've put hands on people.
Yeah, multiple times.
Was that down to just frustration in the game, or other factors as well? Because sometimes people take that onto the pitch when they're struggling. They take that, and that's where they feel like they're going to put their anger out and aggression onto the pitch.
No, I've never gone into a pitch with anger, like to go and hurt people. Like even in the tackle, like I'm a centre midfielder. I love tackling Steven Gerrard way, Paul Ince way, but winning that ball cleanly. If I take you out, I'll take you out, but I'm winning that ball. Like, I'm never shy of a tackle, and I've always learned that no, you never go into a tackle to hurt someone. Of course. So I've never played the game with like malice or anger or even feeling like any energy to go on there. But I have been in situations where we've had physical altercations with people. And after you don't feel good because you think I didn't wake up to lace up my boots to have come and fight. Come into the fight, I would have went and be a boxer or something. You know what I mean?
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling.
I've lost, not physical.
Okay.
But I've lost my temper all the time.
I don't think I've ever asked you. Have you been sent off before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much times? A couple times. I've been sent off. Yeah, I've been sent off.
2 yellow cards. No.
2 yellow. Yeah, not straight red.
Not straight red.
Two yellows.
Okay.
But definitely, like, because you know, it is with me sometimes. Like, obviously, you want to win, innit? So that's the main thing. Sometimes you go into a game wanting to win. And my thing, do you know what I don't like? I don't know. Like, I'm better now. Yeah. But people that talk on the pitch, bro.
Too much.
Like, but no, talk to the level like they're bad because there's a referee. Because there's a referee.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they know nothing's happening on this pitch.
Yeah.
So they can say what they want to say. Because it's not gonna get into a fight. Like you're not gonna fight on the pitch. Like do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a ref, there's people. You're not gonna fight on the pitch.
Yeah.
But I feel like some people are good at trying to get you to react.
Yeah. Get under your skin. Get under your skin.
And as I said, for me, it takes a lot for me to get mad. So I won't. It's not that I get angry. I just think, why are you even doing this, man? Like, what's the point? Let's just play. I'm here to play football. I'm not here to do anything other than that. Like, I don't get why you're trying to say things or do things. Like, you know, like there's man that will pinch you and step on your foot. That stuff gets me mad. Because I'm like, just win clean. Like, why do you have to do the little other things to win? Like stepping on that you could injure me by doing that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that stuff annoys me because I'm saying I just want to play football to win the game, innit? I don't have to do them dirty things to win. I'm good enough to play my way and win. I don't understand where I get. Obviously, everyone's not the same, but to be dirty and win you're happy to be dirty and win. That means your integrity is not there.
It's compromised.
It's compromised because you take the win,
knowing that you did it a filthy way,
a dirty way. Like, I don't need to do that. I can get the win clean. Do you know what I'm saying? Or other stuff is when people, as you said, there's people out there, there's players out there that will purposely try and injure people. I don't like that. That stuff I proper don't like. As you said, if you go into a tackle clean and you injure someone, that I can take.
That happened to me.
I was gonna say, have you experienced that?
When I was playing for Peckham Town, I went into a tackle and I couldn't get up. And all this, just like you said, this match, the brother was on, man. What, you think you're bad? And I'm looking at my team like how do I think I'm bad? I'm just playing with passion.
Exactly.
What? You man? Went in for a tackle, and I just couldn't get up, and I tore my ligament in my knee.
That's what
I was on crutches for like 6 months. Yeah.
And do you get what I'm saying?
And the doctor was like, "You're better off breaking your leg than tearing that ligament."
Serious?
Yeah.
Because my thing is, like, remember, everyone's not the same, innit?
Yeah.
And everyone's will to win is probably not the same either. Like, some people just want to play football. But there's players out there, definitely, that I've seen. I haven't seen it. It hasn't happened to me, God willing. But I've seen man try and injure, man. Like, really.
Where do you think they are mentally? If that's your mindset.
Yeah.
Where do you think the people are mentally?
Well, I can't even put my finger on it to try and describe it because
you got to be in a dark.
No, I wouldn't even say that. As I said, you don't know what that person's going through at the time, Drew. They might be trying to portray all their things off the pitch, on the pitch. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So say for instance, I don't know, I'll give you an example. Say someone gave a goal away or something and their head's not there.
Head's gone, yeah.
They might their next tackle might be a madness because they're thinking all sorts of in their head. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there's different scenarios which could happen for someone to do that. Do you get what I mean? So it's not necessarily that they're always thinking, I'm going to injure you.
It might just be that time.
Like it could be, you don't know, something off the pitch could just be coming on the pitch and you're thinking, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's stuff that way. You know what, footballers, sometimes you just don't know what a man's thinking.
You
just don't know. You literally don't know what they're thinking.
What you got to say?
No, you just walked me back to a time. I remember like when Tyrus was playing right back and I was playing right wing. I remember a time when we clocked someone was rattled at the right back, so we would go and double up like 1-2s them.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Right.
I guess sometimes you know like you might beat a man and you might giggle like ha, and you know that's tipping him over the edge.
Sorry, I should.
Or you nuts a man, or, you know the old school knock it round him, and you know you can duck round him, and you whip across, and you know his head's gone. Then the next time he comes, you just whack, click, bow. It just wipes you off your feet. So I was just remembering those little.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Like as I said, sometimes on a football pitch, it's some people's peace, but it also you can lose it. You still can lose it.
Yeah.
There's things that happen that can make you lose it quick as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget that there could be fans or you're playing football.
Yeah.
There's things that happens where you might be thinking, whoa, like you just see red.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like especially as I said with me, if someone steps on my foot, and because that hurts, that's with studs. You get what I'm trying to say? That hurts. So sometimes you're like, oh, nah, man, you purposely done that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that.
and then you might not, or even get a dead leg.
Even players that go up with the elbow, like you know, like in the modern game, like we know there's 1,000 cameras. Why do you think you're getting away with it? Like to go up with an elbow, like it is malicious because you're gonna hurt someone's head.
Trust me. There's bad stuff. I said there's dark arts in football, pinching, stepping on the Do you get? Even diving is a mad one, bro. Imagine if a man's dived and got a penalty for their team. And they know they've done. And if you're not in a Prem or something, you ain't get. There's no VAR.
There's no linesman.
Yeah, no, the linesman. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So even that gets to me sometimes. Like, man purposely dived and got a penalty. You know, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, like, could get to you. So
Tris, can I ask you? Did you feel? Was there any form of emotion like when you've got to play at the ground in Staines? I think it is when you've come out for the day release.
Was the emotions? Yeah, like overwhelming joy, like going to the changing room.
Yep.
Kits hanged up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So can I ask? Did you feel anything when you said you got to see your family? They got to come and see you, got to hug them and say, and then you got to go back. Was there any emotion there that was?
No, it was like a grateful emotion, like.
Right, okay.
Very grateful to the Most High.
Yeah.
Did that give you peace?
It did. I slept very good at night.
I was about to say that would, because that situation, that seems like it would give someone a lot of peace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I asked the emotion side of things, because it must have been a nice experience, especially like it's a form of freedom for the day. Do you know what I mean? You're out. Do you get what I'm saying? And they get to see you.
Going off of that as well, how often did you get to see your family?
So, yeah, my dad would come more or less every weekend. Bless my grandma, she came a few times.
Your dad came every weekend?
Yeah, more or less every weekend,
do you know how powerful that is, bro?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Now, my dad's been through it, you know, like raising me and my brother. He's been through it. I think, my dad raised me from I was about 12 as a single parent, and my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now you've said that, sorry to go back. Do you think, because he saw you every weekend, the car ride home wasn't, is that why maybe the car ride home wasn't as, because he was seeing you regularly?
No, but when I moved to that prison, he wasn't, he didn't come, because I was always away, because,
In Feltham he came?
In Feltham came, for the 4 or 5 months he came.
Okay.
But then I got shipped to Onley. Then I got shipped to Hollesley Bay, so Onley's in Coventry, and then the other prisons in like Ipswich.
So I get you now. I get you. Okay, but that's powerful though, man. Every weekend, you know. That's big up your dad, man.
Yeah.
Because that's tough. And again, that's time. and effort and you told me you said he was still the coach of the football team. So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So no, big up your dad for that, man, because that's amazing. Because I don't think like every parent, not every parent, but a lot of parents, I don't think they could have done that.
Don't do that.
They 100% every weekend.
Yeah, I know a few people that haven't experienced that, and it's that kind of has sent them off the rail, so to speak. That feeling of rejection, that feeling of like no one cares. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's
big, man.
That is big. In terms of you now, do you think this is why you are the way you are in terms of like the youth and trying to help community and stuff like that? Everything
100%.
that shaped you.
Yeah. I'd say, my upbringing, some of the challenges I've been through in life have not been in vain. All of those experiences have allowed me to understand myself better and make me understand what I can pass on and what I can give to the next generation, you know?
Yeah.
I was watching something yesterday and someone said a quote. Let me see if I can find that quote. And I was like, see if I can find that quote.
Yeah.
What did it say? They said... I can't remember. The youth are the owners of tomorrow, you know? They own tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think like all the work they don't know that they don't even know that.
Yeah.
They might just know that they want to do something in whatever capacity is, whatever job, whatever career they have. But tomorrow they're the leaders, and they're gonna be changing what reality looks like for a lot of other people, you know?
Facts.
So I think it's just, it's important that we try and instill a lot of things that they're going to need to understand, to navigate life and be the best versions of themselves without making the mistakes that I've done or being a part of.
100%.
Do you find it difficult when you work with some of the youth and you see some of the youth within yourself? Like, do you find it difficult in terms of like when they're not kind of getting it, if you will? Sometimes I do, yeah. I do find it difficult. But yeah, in the professional world, you've got to try and put your emotions to the side. But yeah.
I'd say as well, man, like, they're not built up like us, you know. I'm going to be real with you. They're not, bro. Like, all of our cousins or the younger generations, remember, as we said, we grew up with house phones and stuff. Everything's accessible to them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is why they're wired different. We had to work hard and not saying that they don't work hard, but we didn't have everything.
We have to walk into the unknown a bit.
Yeah, like do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like now everything's accessible.
We had to go and sign up at whatever college we went to. We had to go and sign up. Like we couldn't look online and see what does that college look like.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
We just had to have blind faith and go there, see the journey, and learn it.
Like we're different to our parents' generation. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's different now, and I feel like the new generation, which I try to, when I mentor, I try and install it. Like you can't be entitled. Don't feel like, and don't think like
nothing's owed to you.
Nothing's owed to you. Like if you want
true.
something, do you know what I'm trying to say? If you want
true.
something, go and get it. Or work, you got to work towards it. Do you know what I'm saying? No one owes you anything. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like as I said, it's the entitlement of the younger generation is there because everything they got everything. Do you get what I'm saying? Like so, as I said, even like things like we would have to, if we're gonna go get a pair of trainers, we would go to the shop and they can go online and know if there's sizes are in there. We're not gonna know. I think we have to go to the shop. Oh, and there's no sizes.
Not even that. Not even that. Or even in the shop, you have to learn how to articulate yourself.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of these young people, because they're online, they're not even having interpersonal. They're not using interpersonal skills.
Yeah, facts. It's true.
I remember running with one of my daughters, and I'm like, she said she saw a friend with them. I'm like, go and say hello. She's like, no, I'll message them, man. I'm like,
it's different. It's different.
Messaging someone to say you're outside now is nuts.
It's different.
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
It's different.
You know, what I will say about the young people though is I feel like how do I put this? There's something in them that I look at it that there's so much that they have to compete with There's so much comparisons. Yeah. There is so much around that they have to really kind of get to a point now where they have to. They look at certain things and think that I need to be.
They need to model themselves on that way. Yeah.
And I think that why I'm so grateful that we grew up in that era
100%,
is because you saw what you saw at face value. Now it's like they're seeing it online, they're seeing it face value, they're seeing it when they're driving past. Like I'm seeing
in the movies they're watching, the programs they're watching.
I'm seeing some of these 18-year-olds in Mercedes, and I'm thinking, raw. If you not grew up in my era where we had to get a Fiat Punto first, right? To start, you'd probably think, you probably think that I'm just nothing. But some of these, you get what I'm saying? But some of these young youths are getting like, they my first car have to be a Mercedes, and my first car have to be a BM. But that's unfortunately the times that we're in now. This shows whether you're doing things or not. Do you get what I'm saying?
My only thing is what I try to install into anyone that I mentor or my kids is work rate. I don't care if you see like you like. Do you get what I'm saying? You at least have that work rate. Like we had no choice but to have it. Like do you get what I'm saying? We had no choice but to work hard. And to do certain things. Now I don't care if you're accessible to everything, but still have that work rate to go and get it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what I feel like we are so valuable to them for, because we can teach them these things. If they don't know it, then we're the ones that can install the work rate and install the certain things.
The values in
them. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. So, and I just feel like this is why everyone around this table does what they do. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we know that, like, unfortunately, two things. Number one, there is an enemy. 100%. That's number one. But number two, for some of these young people, I personally feel like a lot of them do just need love.
Yeah, love and guidance. 100%.
And because I see some of the young boys that we have, right? And some of the stuff that they wear, a person walking past them might be intimidated by them. But these are the bunch of the most loving boys that you'll meet. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very important that we guide them, man. It's very important. Listen, Tristan, thank you so much for coming on, my bro.
Thank you, my bro.
But before we leave, we always ask the question of what advice would you give to somebody that's struggling?
Someone that's struggling, I'd say, like, your current situation now isn't gonna become you. Don't make it. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. It could look like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But find someone that you can trust in and try and open up. There is helplines you can tap into. Yeah, man. I'd say, like, don't allow your current situation just to swallow you up and make you think that you're less than. You know, it's a lot,
That's big, my bro. Thank you very much, my bro.
Thank you, my brother.
So, before we go, game time. Game time. So,
let's see this game.
Yeah, so basically I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You and Miles will have the time to answer the questions, and then you'll swap over afterwards.
I wonder if he's going to do our error, though.
Okay.
You know the ones there?
Do I need to write these down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you write them down, and then we'll swap phones.
Alright, cool.
Oh, you want your era, yeah?
Let's see. I just want to see if you're going to do our era, or is it going to be new school?
Okay. Do you know what? Okay. Let's
To be fair, if it's go on. Do our era. Let's see.
Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. You ready? Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
All right. First question. Who won the first ever Premier League in 1992-93?
Oh,
I'll start
my
off.
God.
I'll start off easy.
The first ever Premier League.
Yeah.
92, 93.
Yep, I'll start off easy.
I don't even know this one.
Next question.
Wait.
No,
You
wait.
can't just skip.
Of course
that.
I can.
need to-
I've done it, bruv. Like, next question.
One sec.
Next question. Yeah. Who famously scored a spectacular long-range goal from the halfway line against Wimbledon in 1996?
Say it again.
Who scored scored a goal from the halfway line against Wimbledon in 1996? Got that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next question. No, that would be a bit too hard. Which team held England to a draw in the opening game in Euro 1996?
I ain't got a clue about this one. To a draw, 96. This ain't our generation, by the way.
Of course, it's 90.
No, I remember watching the Euros 96.
I remember watching it, but I probably was like 8 years old.
Running home from school.
96 draw. I'm gonna guess. I'm just
Have
gonna
a guess.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Okay.
It's not them, though. It's not them.
I'm just guessing.
Next question. Hold on. Oh, this one's a bit too. This one's a bit too hard. I'm gonna give you three names. This player played for Norwich and Wimbledon in the 90s.
I know it.
Is it Robbie Earl, Carl Lieben, or Efan Okoku? Ready?
Yeah.
And last but not least, name the famous Colombian keeper that did the Scorpion kit
God, I can't
against England.
remember his
I
name,
forgot
man.
his name.
I can't remember his name, man.
Man, I was watching a documentary about him the other day.
I can remember his face, everything. I just can't remember his name. Ain't
Okay,
got a
cool.
clue. Ain't
Right.
got a clue.
Would you like to swap phones, please? Thank you.
Let me see what you said.
Yeah.
Right. First question. Who won the first ever English Premier League in 1992? What'd you put?
I put Blackburn.
What did you put?
No, he's put Blackburn. I
Yeah.
put Man United.
I put Man United.
Yeah, Manchester United.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was a guess.
Palestine, man, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Bro,
the first
do
ever
you
Premier
know,
League.
I guessed that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that.
That was the white collars.
I was just thinking,
Mark
because
Hughes.
remember, there's not been much teams that's won the Premier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was thinking, it's got to be,
Yeah,
it has
yeah,
to be
yeah.
them. It has to be them, yeah.
Which player scored the spectacularly long-range goal from the halfway line against Wimbledon in 1996?
Second.
Beckham, both put Beckham.
yeah.
Cool, perfect. Okay. Next question. Which team held England to a draw
It's nuts that we said that.
Yeah.
in the
mad, isn't
opening
it?
game
That
at
is
Euro
mad.
96?
We both put
Said
Croatia.
Croatia.
No, Switzerland.
But do you know what? That's mad that we both put Croatia, you know. I didn't know that. I just guessed.
You just guessed?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
I didn't know that one.
Name the player that played for both Norwich and Wimbledon. Robbie Earl, Carl Lieben, or Efan Okoku?
I think I got it wrong. But I put
Efan Koku.
Efan Koku.
I put Efan Kuku.
Efan Okoku is correct.
Correct?
Yep. And the
Efan Koku.
He was cold as
He was
well.
bad.
Yeah.
and the last question was name the Colombian goalkeeper that did the goal Scorpion
His name
kick.
begin with C.
Nope.
No, I got nothing. I didn't put nothing. He ain't really put nothing either.
Rennie Higuita.
Yeah, impossible.
No, I'm not getting that.
I think I
And
won
who
that
won
one.
this one?
I think I won it.
Oh, Miles won!
Just, I think just because of the Man United.
Yeah, Man United.
But I that was a guess. I'm not gonna lie. I
Just
guessed
edged it. You just
Educated
edged it. You just edged it.
Because all I was thinking is there's not many people that's won the
No.
Premier, you know.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like Man United or one of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nah, this is it. Tristan, thank you once again for coming on, my bro.
Man. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, man.
And for anybody that is listening or anybody that is struggling, just remember that there's always a space for you to speak to somebody. Like, never go through anything that you are going through alone. There's going to be a list of organizations that we've got. You can either go on the website to find it, or there's a list of organizations here. And if you don't feel like you want to go to those organizations, they may be a bit big right about now, DM us. Chat to us, like let us signpost you, man. Like we're in an era where a lot of people feel like they have to do things alone, but this episode in particular shows how the power of community can help us get through so much. So if you are struggling, please do feel free to reach out to us. I'm Kerry Phillips.
I'm Miles Weston,
and this is the Set Piece Podcast. If you've been affected by anything discussed in this episode, we encourage you to seek support. Visit our mental health resources page at www.thesetpiecepodcast.com for help, guidance, and more information. Because when it comes to mental health, every mind deserves extra time.